we have a presentation tonight, and I want to start with a little story. Back in 1963,
That's gonna be a long one.
a guy was born in Texas. 18 years later, he went to a USA Cycling training camp, and 3 years after that, he was in the Tour de France and won a stage. And a year after that, he won the Giro d'Italia, and that was Andy Hampstead. 10 years later, Bobby Julich kind of went through the same path. He was excelling in racing, but he went to the USA training camps, talent ID camps, and he went to Tour de Abitibi, which is a race that they've been having since, I think it's about in its 50th year now. And that's a junior, it's a race for aspiring juniors to go to and get noticed. So these guys all had one thing in common. They really pushed it to ride and race with the most talented people in the country so that they could excel to the top level of our sport and one day end up in the Tour de France. When Jeff Cook and Derek Prechtel put the Traverse, by the way, Hagerty is the Traverse City bike team. When they put that together 10 years ago, the purpose of it was to take everyone in this community, all these great athletes, and hopefully put somebody in the Tour de France one day. And that was really their goal. We call it a big, hairy, audacious goal. And we haven't done it yet, but we keep trying. And to that end, this year, Mr. Voss here and his father, Joel, worked hard to get him understanding the realities are that you have to go through this system if you really want to race at the highest level. And so Joel worked with USA Cycling and got him into the Talent ID camp in Greenville, South Carolina. So congratulations. Now, what that enables Braiden to do, if he does well, is, well, first to find out what his potential is, and secondly, to find out if he can get chosen for the Tour de Abitibi, which is, again, it's in July. I think it's in July in Canada. And if you do well there, then you'll be noticed internationally, and you could go on and do great things. But that's the starting point. So, keeping with our charter as the Traverse City bike team, Hagerty Cycling, we want to give Braiden a scholarship for this camp to show that we are still trying to someday put a guy in the Tour de France, or a girl, and this is a small start. And so congratulations to you, Braiden.
Thank you very much.
And on behalf of the Hagerty Cycling scholarship.
Good job, boss. Thank you.